afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Wednesday, June 7th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? May I please have the first 5 cards in our 5-card spread? First card that we are starting our day with today is Knight of Wands in its reversal. So this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, we've been seeing this back and forth occurring with the masculine energy. It's like going forward, pulling back, going forward, pulling back. Yesterday, you'll remember that this was in its upright, but today we're seeing again, there is that degree of uncertainty as it relates to the masculine energy and coming forward with its passion, with its communication, with its sense of purpose right now. For feminine energy, we have been seeing the fact that there has been some feelings of uncertainty around the masculine energy right now. And for us today, we're seeing that this is a moment that the feminine energy is also putting a lot of care and orientation as it relates to the approach of the masculine energy towards them right now, looking at whether the energy is coming through in a consistent, immediate fashion, or if there seems to be continual blockages, communication hurdles that need to be overcome or that are currently being experienced. The next card we have coming through right now in our 5-card spread is the Page of Pentacles, and it is in its upright. So this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine, as I mentioned. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself, again, are looking either around towards masculine energy right now. And for some of the collective right now, we are seeing that this is a single manifestation of masculine energy that, again, though there may be something about the immediacy of this energy coming towards you right now, there is some feeling of stability coming in through this offer. There is some feeling of immediacy in terms of what is being offered here. And that is what's moving you through any of these difficulties that you may be experiencing right now as it relates to communication or having this passion come through right now towards you. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you may have more than one manifestation of masculine energy around you right now. Looking right now towards some manifestations of masculine energy that you may be experiencing, that there are some blockages that you're seeing, there is some communication hurdles, while there are others that are coming towards you right now with very clear, present, immediate offers. And that is kind of the decision point that you yourself may be currently experiencing at this time. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are feeling some degree of a lack of inspiration right now. There is a feeling of lack of communication, lack of inspiration, feeling some difficulty in moving forward in the directions that you would ideally desire right now. But we also see here that there are some clear present places and situations right now where you want to put your time and energy, where you want to put your support. You're doing this work right now very much in the tangible space right now, even though you are feeling some limitations as it requires around your own passion and communication today. The next card we have coming through right now in our 5-card spread is... Here's that card again. It just keeps wanting to show up this week. We've got here this 9 of Pentacles in its reversal. So again, some feelings, a lot of this energy right now, a lot of these blockages are feeling like they're manifesting in the immediate environment that you find yourself in this moment. This could be feeling like there is some point of dissatisfaction that you're experiencing as it relates to your own immediate environment. And it will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. For masculine energy right now, this could be a moment that, again, you're not necessarily feeling that wave of inspiration or creativity hitting you in this moment, where you're feeling some blockage and being able to move forward in this capacity. So you're putting a lot of time and energy right now in your own material environment, doing some things to have this point of adjustment, to have this point of correction as you continue forward from this point. So again, doing some things right now to help balance out some of your immediate frustrations in immediate space because of the fact that you can't necessarily move forward in the way and capacity that you would ideally desire as it relates to communication, as it relates to compassion right now. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing some frustrations as it relates to your own immediate environment right now. There is some feeling of unsettling here. having to put some attention into your immediate space, but also putting a lot of consideration into the energy that's around you right now as you're experiencing these hurdles or difficulties. Looking right now, again, at either a single manifestation of masculine that you feel to some way, shape, or form cannot come forward with the same passion, with the same communication that you would ideally desire at this moment, but you are feeling that there is that fundamental support being offered, that there's something here that they're showing that they're willing to commit their time, their energy, they're willing to kind of come in and lend kind of aid to you in this time that you're feeling these difficulties or hurdles. And that's what's showing you some of the healed karmic energy that's around you at this time. For other feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you may be experiencing more than one masculine energy around you at this moment, really putting a lot of care and attention into what energy is allowing for some easement, what energy is bringing in immediate tangible opportunities versus the circumstances and situations around other energy that you may be experiencing, that there may be some blockage as it relates to communication, as it relates to driving your passion forward. Something about these situations is not necessarily aiding right now your own immediate circumstances. So that is where you're really seeing that there's something here that you feel like is creating a sense of additional chaos in terms of working through this. So for the energy right now that has a multiple, this could be feeling like more of a point of frustration. While for the ones that are working right now with a singular manifestation of healed masculine, this is coming through as, again, immediate support, even as you're experiencing some points of doubt or frustration. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Fourth card coming through in our 5-card spread today is... we have here the Two of Pentacles in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here is this is a moment that for both masculine and feminine energy, you're really kind of coming into this space or into this position right now of isolating on what it is that you truly desire, choosing what you're going to be allowing to be a priority as you go forward from this point. For feminine energy right now, a lot of this is put into consideration right now as it relates to your own immediate environment, to what energies right now do you feel are lending that support to you in this moment versus those that may not necessarily be able to do so, or they're showing some lack of communication or lack of passion coming through in a consistent way. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, this is, again, you working right now with masculine energy right now to really isolate in terms of your priorities going forward from this point. Again, addressing some immediate frustrations or difficulties as it relates to your own immediate environment at this moment. But for the other half of the feminine collective, there is a masculine energy that is potentially offering this immediate support, offering some point of easement right now, even though there may be some blockages as it relates to being able to drive those passions or communications forward in the way that you would ideally desire right now. For masculine energy right now, this is you coming into a space of really prioritizing what it is that you want to move forward on right now, putting some point of addressing right now on your immediate circumstances, on anything that's creating any point of disruption or frustration around your immediate space, putting a lot of time and energy into making those adjustments right now, though feeling a bit blocked or frustrated as it relates to driving forward with your creativity, with your passion, or your communication right now. Fifth card for our 5-card spread today is, we've got here the Sun in its reversal. So again, this is where we see some points of frustration coming through right now. This would also translate a lot with that 4 of Wands in its reversal that we saw as well. There is some feeling of dissatisfaction. There is some feeling of uncertainty as it relates to the short-term plans as you go forward from this point. But we see here, again, this is a point of addressing to be able to move into a space of greater easement for both masculine and feminine energy right now. For feminine energy right now, this is looking right now at the energy around you. And again, for half of the feminine collective right now, this is a moment that you yourself are feeling some feelings of frustration as it relates to your own immediate environment. You're making some choices to prioritize or isolate in terms of your priorities going forward, trying to come over any point of easement or frustration that you're currently feeling that's making you feel a little bit less dissatisfied today, a little bit more frustrated, not necessarily being able to maintain that positivity in this moment, but being supported right now in some tangible way by a manifestation of masculine, who, though they may not necessarily be able to communicate or move forward in the capacity or degree you would desire right now, are showing some tangible way of being able to offer support during this time. While for the other half of the collective right now, for feminine, we're seeing that this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing or recognizing these points of dis-easement. You are looking right now to isolate as it relates to your path going forward. You are putting a lot of care and consideration into what is creating positivity for yourself in this moment versus the energy you feel is just creating more frustration, just creating more disruption in moments that you're already feeling somewhat disrupted. And that could be between looking at manifestations of masculine, the one that is potentially the ones that are moving forward right now by showing some fundamental way of showing tangible support, even at moments that you're feeling some distress, versus the energy that you feel is just non-communicative, non-passionate, not able to maintain a consistent communication pattern as you continue forward from this point. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself, you're feeling this frustration that you're feeling, this sadness or this frustration potentially is very much aligned with this fact that you can't feel to a certain degree that you can move your passion forward, that you can move your communication forward at this time right now. But we're also seeing right now that you are moving forward, offering tangible opportunities right now to try to make any point of correction in your immediate environment that you're experiencing any kind of frustration or disruption in right now. You're isolating on your own choices, feeling that bit of overwhelm that you may be experiencing, but doing things right now very much in the tangible space to come into this correction point as you go forward from this point. Let's get some clarity on these cards right now. Can I please get some clarification between our Knight of Wands in its reversal in combination with our Page of Pentacles in its upright? So again, this will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment that, again, you're either working right now with a single manifestation of masculine that you're feeling to some capacity or degree isn't maybe able to move forward right now in terms of creativity, in terms of passion towards you right now, but focusing right now on the stable aspect of this. A lot of this energy moving into more of a stabilizing force right now, even through any kind of experiences that they're having in blockages as it relates to passion or communication. While for the other half of the collective right now, this is feminine energy dealing with potentially multiple masculine energies around them right now, some of which are coming through in being less than communicative, less than consistent, feeling that potential wishy-washiness as it relates to their own passion and communication, while also experiencing potentially other opportunities that are showing a degree of stability, of support, of really grounded energy as you proceed forward from this point. While for masculine, as we said, feeling potentially blocked right now creatively, but putting a lot of effort and energy into the tangible space right now to help you even as you're feeling some of these hurdles. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Eight of Cups in its reversal. So again, we're seeing here that there is something about a blockage that's being recognized, but also having a point that feels like it's difficult to be able to move forward away from some circumstances or situations right now. This will feel different for feminine and masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, this is a moment that, again, you are doing some work right now to try to overcome some blockages as it relates to passion, as it relates to communication, putting a lot of energy right now in the tangible space to come into a correction point, but also seeing here that there is some difficulty right now in moving away from some circumstances or situations that you may be experiencing are creating some sort of block, that there is some kind of lack of ability to choose right now that is potentially causing some of this block for you in this moment, and recognizing this right now is potentially going to help you as you continue forward from this point. While for feminine energy right now, we are seeing that, again, there's two different sides of the feminine collective that this could either fall on right now. For half of the feminine collective right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing some sort of blockage here. You're feeling this frustration point as it relates to being able to move forward. For half of the feminine collective right now, this is working right now in support with a masculine energy that is showing some degree or ability to provide stability, but having some of this lack of degree as it relates to their own consistency in communication or driving forward passions. This is what's creating some of this uncertainty in terms of you fully embracing or embarking on this new journey right now. While for the other half of the collective right now, this is a feminine energy that is feeling an inability right now and making a choice, potentially because there's more than one masculine energy around them right now. And you're currently looking at the situation that the fact is that one of those masculine energies is potentially not coming forward in a consistent fashion, while another one is showing the fact that they offer this degree of stability and support for you in this moment. But it is creating a bit of a blockage, and you're recognizing that kind of leaving your options open in this way is actually making it difficult for you to truly proceed forward from this point. For masculine, again, as we said, this is more of a moment that you are overcoming these hurdles within your personal self, recognizing the spaces or places where you need to start making some choices, because if not, it's just leading to further blockage. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our Page of Pentacles in combination with our Nine of Pentacles in its reversal. Going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. Bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, this is feeling some feelings of frustration as it relates to your own immediate environment right now. But putting that time and effort and energy right now into trying to do the things necessary to correct for any of these imbalances, putting a lot of immediate effort into the tangible space right now to create these correction points for yourself right now. While for feminine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are moving into a space where you're experiencing some sort of immediate difficulty as it relates to, or frustration, as it relates to your own immediate environment. Putting this time and energy into recognizing what you may need to address around your own space right now. Again, paying a lot of attention to the energy that's showing that ability to lend support and assistance in these moments that you're not necessarily feeling your own ability to manifest this for yourself at this moment. For some of the feminine energy right now, this is putting a lot of attention into manifesting an energy around you right now that is going to be able to create these actual tangible opportunities and situations to help you build stability at this moment. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, this is you working right now with energy around you that's offering you this degree of support even as you're going through any kind of immediate difficulty. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Strength card. So there is a moment right now that we are seeing that this is requiring an act of strength coming through right now for both feminine and masculine energy. For feminine energy right now, again, this is addressing any of these immediate issues that you're feeling in your immediate space right now, but putting a lot of care and attention right now towards those energies that you're recognizing are coming through to lend some sort of a support and assistance as you continue forward at this moment. And this is what is creating this sense of strength for you right now, feminine. This is what is allowing you to have this support, because it's not just the fact that you're experiencing this right now, but you're recognizing the energy around you right now that's truly offering you something substantial to help you as you move through these points of difficulty for yourself in this moment. And this is also bolstering your own confidence and strength to overcome any of the difficulties that you're currently experiencing right now. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are feeling some frustration as it relates to your own immediate environment right now, but you're putting a lot of time and attention and consideration into whatever things you need to immediately adjust in your immediate space. And this in itself is creating this sense of giving you a sense of empowerment even through some point of difficulty that you're currently experiencing at this time. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Nine of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with our Two of Pentacles in its reversal. So for both masculine and feminine right now, you are experiencing some immediate environmental situations as it relates to your own immediate environment, putting a lot of care and attention, remembering that being able to manifest internally, having a good environment around you as you do that allows for that point or degree of ability or assistance in this. And that's what's helping you right now to really isolate and secure on what it is that you want to move forward with as you go forward from this point. Having a point of recognition right now that maybe some of the reason that you're feeling some of this issue or dissociation, like difficulty as it relates to your own immediate space right now, may have to do with the fact that you may be balancing too many priorities. You may be trying to do too many things at once. So using this as an opportunity of really isolating on what it is that you need to do first to help create this easement as it relates to your own environment at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with, oh, it's in its upright. Thank goodness. Because we've been seeing this in its reversal for quite some time right now. So what we're really seeing that's happening right now is this is coming through with, again, we saw yesterday that yesterday was working through some issues as it relates to partnership, having that in uncertainty as it relates to partnership, trying to work through any of that. But we're seeing here potentially for both masculine and feminine right now, this is that moment of putting a lot of care and attention right now into those partnerships that you feel are creating supportive environments for you, are creating supportive situations or circumstances, allowing through a point of easement. One of the things that's helping you right now get better understanding on what these partnerships are that allow for this equal give and take is really giving you a lot of clarity based on, again, any kind of current issues that you're currently experiencing. It's almost like the issues that you're currently experiencing are really helping you focus on what your priorities are at this moment. And that's what's allowing you to come into this space of really aligning with what it is that you want to partner, like how and what partnership looks like in this moment for you as you continue forward in spaces and places. And it doesn't necessarily need to be romantic. I will point this out. This can have to do with friendships, relationships, job opportunities, anything around equal give and take versus anything that's creating point of disruption, helping you isolate on these priorities. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Two of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with the Sun in its reversal. So a moment right now that you yourself are isolating right now on terms of your priorities. You're putting a lot of focus on feeling some point of overwhelm right now, potentially having had some feelings of overwhelm as it relates to the choices you need to make at this moment, or having to feel like you have to balance more than one priority at this moment. But this coming through right now as having a point of frustration, recognizing that there is something here that needs to help you like prioritize or align your own energies right now to move you out of any spaces or difficulties that you're currently experiencing. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Magician in its reversal. So this is what we're really identifying in this moment right now. This is a moment that we are seeing that this is where some of the blockage is currently occurring, that this is that moment or opportunity where, again, you're looking right now very carefully at the situations and circumstances around you. You're coming into a space right now of securing and isolating on what your priorities need to be going forward, specifically to the direction or with the plan in action right now of coming out of any point of disparity, of coming out of any point that is creating difficulty for you yourself in this moment, because you're really recognizing that when you're feeling this energy, it creates this moment of doubting in oneself. In doubting in oneself, in doubting on one's own ability to manifest what it is that you truly want to manifest. And so what we're really seeing is happening right now is there is this moment that's requiring you to have a bit of a mind over matter approach, not letting yourself get caught in points of self-doubt as it relates to the situations or circumstances around you at this moment, really utilizing and focusing your own energy right now on what is kind of standing in your own way, recognizing that when we see the Magician in its reversal right now, this is often a moment of the Magician losing faith or losing their own ability of trust in themselves, remembering that the Magician's best key, the best gift that the Magician is able to offer is their own selves. That is what is going to allow you to move through right now as you go through this point right now, experiencing like a lot of pressure here. This is almost like giving a lot of like diamond under pressure kind of energy here, because we're seeing that there is something here that's requiring you to like isolate on your priorities in the moment of feeling any sort of degree of frustration or uncertainty or even doubt in oneself. But this is that challenging point about coming out of this energy right now, moving back into a space of trusting in oneself, trusting in one's own abilities as you push forward from this point right now. This could also be shaping up with a lot of doubts or concerns as it relates to the energy around you right now too. Putting a lot of care and attention in that energy to really ask, is it helping? Is it working in tandem with you? Or is it working toward meet their own desires or their own personal goals? So a lot of consideration today on moving into that path of really kind of coming back into self-actualization at this moment. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Eight of Cups in its reversal in combination with the Strength card. So a moment right now that is difficult. You are feeling some disparity. You're feeling some anxiety as it relates to your own ability to move forward right now. You're feeling some of that pullback. You're trying to make a choice for yourself right now in this moment and push through, even as you're feeling called back in this moment. And it's really requiring you to have a very large degree of strength at this time as you proceed forward, recognizing the situations or circumstances that are just creating blockages for you at this moment, recognizing that, these are choices that you're making, somewhat from a bittersweet energy, but also recognizing that these are the ones that are moving you into the space where you feel like you have the most strength as you proceed forward from this time. May I please have one card to clarify? We got 3 cards coming up to clarify right now, my friends. And those 3 cards right now are the Devil card in combination with the Temperance card in combination with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is some of the difficulty that you're currently experiencing right now, because as I said, there is some difficulty right now moving away from some circumstances or scenarios, having that point of recognition that you need to move away from them, but it is something that is difficult to embrace right now. Recognizing, though, that there is this opportunity that you're now currently experiencing. Whatever situation you're having right now, it's putting a lot of optics into what is feeling like it is healthy and supportive and allowing you the time and effort and energy to grow versus those unhealed coping mechanisms, those bad modalities of thoughts, those unhealthy or unhealed connections to partnerships that feel like they don't necessarily bring anything to them, to you directly, but just kind of keep you kind of caught in them, right? This is that moment of orientation that we're really seeing, where you're recognizing the situations and circumstances that you recognize are working to your highest self, working to the best benefit right now, versus the ones that are just making you feel somewhat bound or stuck or holding you in place to a certain degree. Then that's what's causing that inability to move forward from this point. And it's requiring a lot of strength as you come into this point of orientation right now. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Strength card in combination with our Two of Cups. So again, feeling like this is, and I need to point this out, this is really important because this is coming through so well right now in the fact that we're recognizing that something about identifying and understanding the healed, healthy partnerships right now is actually requiring a point of strength right now. This is a lot of growth that we're seeing right now in the collective because it's allowing you to really orient, to really create a state of focus for yourself, even through some difficulties, some immediate hurdles that you're currently experiencing, helping you really identify those energies that are working in collaboration with you through any difficulties, through any uncertainties, versus the ones that you may be feeling like are just kind of leaving you at the wayside as you're experiencing them. And this being a moment of recognizing and having strength as you move towards those partnerships that you feel are creating this sense of alignment for you as you go forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Wheel of Fortune in its reversal. So what we're really seeing right now is that's what I'm talking about. We are seeing here that what's happening right now that's so important is the fact that it's not the fact that things are going smoothly. It's not the fact that things are going smoothly right now. It's the fact that things are not going smoothly. But the fact that things are not going smoothly is orienting. It's creating a point of orientation for you right now in helping you recognize the true partnerships in your life that create that deep sense of purpose, that deep sense of value, that give you strength in the midst of things going difficult, right? Don't just disappear when things get difficult. The ones that actually stick around and stay when things are difficult. And that is what's coming through right now, even at this moment that you yourself are in need of a little strength as you continue forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Strength card in combination with the Magician in its reversal. So having a moment right now of really putting some optics right now, having that point of strength, even in the face of some feelings of uncertainty at this time. It's not the fact that you're feeling like everything is easy peasy right now. What's really happening right now is the fact that you yourself are experiencing a moment that you are feeling that doubt in oneself. You're feeling some doubt in one's own ability, But what you're really doing at this time that's so important is the fact that you are putting that effort and energy and utilizing this not as a moment of going into defeat, but recognizing and utilizing your own strength right now to help you overcome any of the self-limiting doubts or beliefs that you're currently feeling in this moment. Also with a lot of orientation right now towards those energies that are around you right now, really asking right now, having those optics, saying to yourself, do these look like they are aligned to my highest purpose, to my highest benefit, or are they contributing to some of the difficulty or frustration that I am currently experiencing? May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with, that's it, 8 of Pentacles in its upright. What is working and what is not working right now? What is working and what is not working? Because what we really see here is this is a show of conviction. This is a show of commitment to what it is that you truly value, what it is that you find is your deepest purpose, what it is truly drives you in those spaces and places that you feel are going to allow you the opportunity and ability to function in the way that you ideally desire to move right now. This is something about this work that you're experiencing right now is also really allowing, I need to stress this moment of self-doubt, this moment of persevering through a moment of self-doubt is actually a gift to you right now, because what it's really doing is it's really showing that ability to focus even under pressure. It's showing that ability to really push through. It's helping you remember right now the conviction that you currently experience as it relates to doing the things that you desire to do in the way that you desire to do them. And this is that challenge point that's allowing you to pull on your own strength right now, not because it's easy, my friends, but because it is feeling rather difficult. But again, allowing this to be a breakthrough to help you push through. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our complicated mix of cards right now, because we have here Temperance card in combination with the Devil, in combination with the Ace of Pentacles. So, and in combination with our Wheel of Fortune in its reversal. So, what we're really seeing right now is a moment right now of you currently going through some difficulties and situations that are feeling like they are challenging you, but allowing this to be a moment that's really helping you kind of see what is offering you some ability to move forward from these points right now. Really allowing this point, this frustration or these blockers that you're experiencing, they're giving you a lot of clarity as it relates to the situations and circumstances that you feel are benefiting you. They're offering you patience, they're offering you support, even as things are becoming difficult for you at this moment, versus the energy that you feel is just holding you up, keeping you bound, keeping you blocked. Any unhealthy coping mechanisms, any bad modalities of thoughts, any unhealed connections. It's this moment where you're going through a point of difficulty, seeing what energy is coming through in the supportive way right now that is really helping you identify the difference between these energies in your life at this moment, allowing you that point of clarity as you proceed forward right now. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with, this is that Nine of Swords in its reversal, the Nine of Swords in its reversal. So what are we seeing? This is the recognition right now of the point of easement. It is recognition of the point of easement that we're really seeing here, because what you're really doing is, again, it's helping you recognize what is helping you move forward from a space of not feeling frustration, not feeling doubt, not feeling uncertainty. It's not the fact, as I said, that everything is going well right now. It's the fact that you're experiencing some immediate blockages, some immediate hurdles, some immediate situations that are making you kind of question what's occurring right now on your own path. But it is the fact, it is the energy that's coming towards you right now to lend that level or degree of support in this moment. And it's really helping you identify the difference in your own energy right now versus those that are trying to come forward in a supportive way versus those energies or situations that seem like they're just holding you back, keeping you locked in certain patterns, keeping you caught in old cycles. This is that point of easement because it's creating this clarity for yourself at this moment to help you kind of see clearly even at the moment of, again, some uncertainty. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Between our Wheel of Fortune in its reversal in combination with our Eight of Pentacles in its upright. So experiencing and feeling right now the fact that you are going through some difficulties, some obstacles, But again, allowing this to be a moment that's really helping you focus and doing the work that you want to do, really channeling that energy of what it is that drives you forward right now, putting that effort right now into both correcting any of those stumbling blocks that you're currently experiencing, working to amend those issues that feel like they're blocking you on your own karmic path at this moment, as well as putting a lot of energy in your immediate work, in the situations and circumstances you feel really drive forward on your passion, on your conviction, on what it is that you're trying to create for yourself in this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with Death card in its reversal. So this is what we appreciate. This is that closure of a transformation process. The reason this has been difficult is because you have been going through this period of transformation. And this is like one of the hurdles, the last hurdles that you're kindly experiencing at this moment. Pushing through this moment, allowing this to be a degree of you coming out of this transformation moment. We do see here that like there is this like final few steps that you need to take to allow yourself to complete this transformation cycle. And the fact is this recognition right now of this is what's helping you get to the point of completing this transformation cycle, because it's helping you recognize the difference in your life right now, okay, between what is blocking you, what feels like it just intentionally blocks you over and over again, versus what feels like it helps you move forward, helps you build what you're trying to build, helps you create what you're trying to create at this moment. This is that moment that's allowing you the recognition, the optics, if you will, to help you have that step, to take that leap forward. Continuing with our final cards for today, don't hate them. Clarification between our Nine of Swords in its reversal in combination with the Death card in its reversal. So again, beautiful energy here, because what we're seeing is this is that point of easement. This is that point of clarity coming through right now that's allowing you to come out of this phase, to allow you to take those final steps for yourself in this moment, to finish and move through this transformation cycle that you've currently been experiencing. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Tower in its reversal. And we love seeing the Tower in its reversal. We love seeing the Tower in its reversal, because what this really says is, again, like I said, today is all about recognition, optics, identification of what works in your own best interest right now versus anything that feels like it is a repeating pattern or a repeating cycle that needs to be corrected. And yes, there is this moment of that can feel somewhat triggering. We're seeing that here with that Sun in its reversal. It's not that this is all coming about right now because things are easy. It's coming about right now because things are difficult and they are triggering you like crazy. But it's that moment of being triggered that's reminding you, is giving you that insight. It's recalling to you what was not leading you to your best path and to your best situations going forward. What requires this point of realignment? And it is that recognition point of the point of realignment right now that's allowing you to come into a point of easement, because it also recognizes that any of the Tower moments that you've previously experienced are giving you all the clarity you need in terms of the direction that you should go moving forward from this point. Final card for bottom of the deck for today's spread is Emperor energy. So this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to, okay? For masculine energy right now, there is a moment right now that is challenging your own feelings of self-control. There is something here that's really kind of calling you to kind of feel like you need to step into your power. And there is something about the immediate circumstances and situations that you're currently experiencing that feels somewhat disempowering, right? It is that moment of feeling disempowerment that is recognizing that it's really kind of calling on you to have to like pull for some courage right now as you go through some things, because we see here that you are having some doubt in yourself and doubt in your own ability to drive forward in terms of your plans, in terms of your passion, in terms of communication at this moment. So this is a moment of really trying masculine having to kind of come into their power and try to rise to the challenge of this right now. It's going to feel like much more of a personal experience. While for the feminine energy right now, what we're really identifying is this is a moment that we've been seeing. It's not new. There is some anxiety as it relates to being able to put any trust and faith in the masculine energy that's around you at this moment. That there is a lot of anxiety here. That again, we're talking about tower moments in its reversal. We're talking about spaces and places where feminine may have potentially felt some kind of triggers or wounds, like due to the fact of putting any type of energy towards masculine energy right now. This is that moment that's requiring feminine to kind of have a point of like bravery right now as they try to move forward, because like again, we see here that there are a lot of partnerships and working on partnerships that are integral right now, but we're also seeing that feminine is experiencing actively a lot of wounds that they're potentially trying to heal right now as it relates to masculine energy being in a point of power, because we potentially have seen the fact that the feminine energy has experienced that not necessarily working in like the best interest or benefits going forward for them right now. So a lot of attention the feminine is putting right now on that masculine energy to ensure that it's not necessarily going to like overstep or take advantage of circumstances or situations. A lot of energy as it relates to that as well. That is our daily collective read for the day. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and experiencing it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. My private readings are done over video with the option of a recording sent to you afterwards. And if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber ID at the point of payment. Please keep in mind, if you book a private reading, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading and you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you'd like to have a reading with me. Also, please remember, I will never, ever, ever DM you, PM you, slide into your DMs for a reading. I will never inbox you. I will never tell you that your great-grandniece has a very special message for you. The only way you can have a reading with me is if you book one on my website. So do it there. I want to thank you guys again for sharing this reading with me today, and we will do this again tomorrow.